Hi guys, Aceface here, back with another video for you, and today this is my first video on the Quantum Studios Space Marine chapter project. So Stephen from Quantum Studios has come up with a great idea. Well, actually it wasn't his idea, it was somebody else's, but he's kind of resurrecting it as an idea, and well done to Steve, because it's a great idea and something brilliant for the community, something that loads of people can get involved in. It's a great idea, well done mate. And what he's doing is basically trying to collect from all the community all the different Space Marine chapters and successor chapters. So it's a huge project because there are loads and loads of them. In fact, somebody probably knows how many there are, so if you do know how many there are, it'd be really cool to know. So just chuck it in the description below, in the comments below, and let me know how many there are, because that would be really cool. But anyway, I digress. So back to this guy. So what I am doing for the project is I am doing the Hammer of Dawn. Now, the Hammer of Dawn are a successor chapter for the Imperial Fists, and the name very much comes from the Primarch Rogan Dawn from the Imperial Fists. And to give you a little bit of a fluff background on these guys, the Hammer of Dawn are an obsessive successor chapter, and they're obsessive as far as their Primarch, so they worship him more than the normal Space Marine chapters would of their Primarch. So these guys absolutely insanely worship the guy, and they have a bit of a delusioned view of him and feel that he was very, very much the favourite son of the Emperor, and that the two of them were almost always hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder against all enemies. So that's their kind of view, and they very much feel that the Imperial Fists historically were the #1 chapter and favoured by the Emperor. They, as a chapter, or as a successor chapter, favour the use of heavy weapons, so they're very much into their Devastators, Vindicators, all that type of weaponry, and Terminator armour they love, and they're that kind of tactical, so they don't favour the speed or close combat. They very much like the heavy weapon style, which is pretty cool. And they have two dislikes. Firstly, and probably most importantly, they really dislike the Ultramarines. Now, the reason why they dislike the Ultramarines is because the Ultramarines think of themselves as the perfect chapter, and the chapter most favoured by the Emperor, and they disagree strongly with that, so they dislike the Ultramarines, and they have had lots of falling outs with them. And secondly, and this kind of comes off the back of it, they really hate the Word Bearers. Now, the reason why they hate the Word Bearers is because it's again back to the Ultramarines, and the Ultramarines that's their kind of #1 enemy, traitor legion, and because of that, the Hammer of Dawn sort of seek them out to almost outdo the Ultramarines and show them that they are a superior chapter. So that's the fluff. What do they look like? Well, these guys, they wear kind of black to grey armour with orange bits, so orange helmets and orange iconology and aquillas and that type of thing. So it's kind of a goldy, bronzy orange, so quite cool. So it could be quite exciting to paint, and just because of the whole kind of very kind of Emperor Pro, very kind of they have that kind of real connection to the centre, if you like. Because of that, they wear a lot of the crests. That's kind of the way they like to roll. So that's why this guy, I think, would have been is a great choice for the chapter. So let's have a look at the model. So this model itself is one of the commemorative Space Marines. It was done a while back, I can't remember what year, but pretty cool sculpt, as you can see. So he's standing on kind of a rectangular with some bullet holes in there, if you can see, and he's got kind of quite dynamic pose. Nice big power fist up there. Cool little Aquila on the backpack, holding the bolt gun in one hand, you know, with the scope on there. Just looking pretty badass, you know. This guy is not messing about. So it's really quite nice sculpt to work on to start off with. So this is the guy I'm gonna do. Kind of started work, obviously I put them together because I tend to like painting my guys fully assembled as much as possible, just the way I like to do it. And it's not the best way, it's not the way I recommend if anybody wants any advice, but it's the way I like to do it. So kind of there you go. I really kind of love to watch people that systematically paint things in pieces. I kind of really take my hats off to you because that's clearly the better way to go, but I just love to get the guys all assembled. I get a better kind of enjoyment out of painting them in this way. It's just kind of my way. But so yes, I've cleaned him up, I've got him on the base, assembled him up, and I have actually, it's a very small barrel, but I have actually drilled the barrel. Now I would never normally drill the barrel, but for you Stephen, anything my friend. And I think, as I said, because it's going to stand next to so many awesome paint jobs, I thought I should really go to town on the guy, so I've drilled out the barrel. So yeah, hopefully I can do this guy justice because it's a great model. So as I said, a lot of work at the moment is going on my Tyranid army, so how quickly I'll get this guy done I don't know, but look out for next updates on him, and I will try and get some up as soon as possible. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun project, so thanks Stephen, and if you haven't already, definitely check out the other guys that are getting involved because it's a really cool project and it's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.